Once upon a time, in a small village, there lived a young and ambitious boy. He had a burning desire for success, and in his mind, success was solely determined by winning. The boy was an exceptional athlete, and he trained relentlessly for an upcoming running competition. Two other young boys from the village were also preparing to compete. As the day of the race arrived, a large crowd gathered to witness the sporting spectacle. News of the young boy's talent had reached the wise old men, who traveled from afar to bear witness to the event. The race began, and it appeared to be a tight contest. The finish line was in sight, and the boy summoned all his determination, strength, and power. He pushed himself to the limit and crossed the finish line, claiming victory. The crowd erupted with joy, cheering and waving at the young boy. He felt an overwhelming sense of pride and importance. Encouraged by his triumph, a second race was announced. Two new challengers stepped forward, eager to test their skills against the young boy. The race commenced, and once again, the boy emerged as the winner. The crowd's excitement soared, and they celebrated the boy's success. However, the wise men remained calm and unmoved, showing no sentiment. The little boy, filled with confidence, pleaded for another race. The wise old man stepped forward and presented him with two new challengers, a frail elderly lady and a blind man. Confused, the boy protested, exclaiming that this was not a race but a mere quiz. Undeterred, the wise man reiterated his call for a race. The competition began, but to the boy's surprise, he was the only one who crossed the finish line. The elderly lady and the blind man remained at the starting line. Despite his victory, the crowd fell silent, showing no sentiment towards the little boy. Confused and disheartened, the boy approached the wise old man, questioning why the people did not join in his success. The wise man replied, "Race again, but this time, finish together, all three of you." The little boy pondered for a moment, then stood between the blind man and the frail old lady. He took their hands, understanding the lesson at hand. Slowly, ever so slowly, they walked towards the finishing line, crossing it together. The crowd erupted with overwhelming joy, cheering and waving at the little boy. The wise man smiled gently, nodding his head in approval. The boy felt a renewed sense of pride and importance. Confused yet curious, the little boy asked the wise old man, "Who are the crowd cheering for?" "Which one of us three?" The wise man looked into the boy's eyes, placed his hands on his shoulders, and softly replied, "Little boy, in this race, you have won much more than any other race you have ever run. The crowd cheers not for any single winner. In your life, what are you running for? Is winning the only measurement of success for you? Who are you running against? And if you always win against everybody, soon the people will stop cheering for you. At the end of your life, when you look back, ask yourself, who was running beside you in this race? Did you help the weaker and the old to cross the finish line? Did you finish together? Because that, my dear, is the best race you can ever run. So run this race called life, but never forget, it is not important if you win, it is important how you run this race." The crowd continued to cheer as the little boy absorbed the wise man's words. He realized that true success lies not in individual victories but in how we treat others along the journey of life. The boy learned the value of compassion, empathy, and the joy of helping others. With newfound understanding, he embarked on a lifelong race, cherishing every step and ensuring that no one was left behind. And so, the little boy embraced the wisdom of the wise old man and carried it with him throughout his life. His story became a source of motivation and inspiration for others. Thanks for watching, and stay blessed.